Overwatch has some of the coolest skins in the gaming industry. They're innovative, fun, and unique to each and every character, and whilst most of the in-game skins are absolutely stunning, there are a few that can put players at a slight disadvantage. Of course, this is nothing game-breaking, and it's more so skins that make the player a bit more obvious to the enemy, but if you're a highly competitive player, then you may want to steer clear of these skins. Actually, you can also go check out a previous video we did, which are skins that give you an advantage in Overwatch. But for today, it's time to look at some skins that give you a disadvantage. First up, we have a duo with Zenyatta's Zenyatta and Mei's Yeti Hunter. We've joined these two skins together because the disadvantage they place you at is completely identical. Both the Zenyatta and Yeti Hunter skins for Zenyatta and Mei, respectively, have a single feather poking out from the head of the characters that essentially makes you taller than you'd usually be. This means that when you're trying to hide out from an enemy in a shallow area, they'll be able to get a good idea of where you are just by watching the tiny feather move along the screen.
I've got you in my sights.
Next up is Tracer's Punk skin. Tracer's Punk skin is very hit and miss. Some people love it, some people absolutely hate it. It changes up Tracer's look to give her bright pink hair and trousers that are so vibrant, it's quite hard not to notice them. Her contrast in general becomes a lot higher, she's a lot brighter, making it very hard to miss her pink spiky hair. We'd advise that you stay brunette, Tracer, it's better for your safety. Zenyatta Nutcracker. Now, for those of you who've watched our other skins video on skins that give you an advantage, you're probably wondering to yourself, what the hell? This was in that video, and now you're telling me it has a disadvantage? Yep, we are. Because there is an advantage to Zenyatta's Nutcracker skin, but there's also a disadvantage. If you want to see what the advantage is, please go check out our previous video on it, but the disadvantage is when you're roaming around in this festive-themed Nutcracker skin, well, people can't help but stop and stare, and then shoot. It completely transforms Zenyatta's image, turning him into one of the most beloved Christmas characters in existence. But on top of that, his orbs become gigantic nuts that are very hard to miss. This is a skin that a lot of people really want to get, but of course once you put it on, it's easier for the enemy team to focus fire on you. McCree's Vigilante skin. Alright, this should be pretty obvious to anyone. McCree's Mafia-styled skin is definitely one of the favorites of the community, but to say it was vibrant would be a huge understatement. It really and truly makes even the most skilled of McCree players stick out like a sore thumb. The yellow color scheme featuring a cape topped off with a bright yellow hat make McCree the first target on every player's mind. I guess it embodies the way that McCree likes to live his life, on the edge, but always in good style. Pharah Possessed. Have you ever heard of a flying glowing zombie that shoots rockets? No? It's probably because it'd be too easy to pinpoint in the sky. And that's kind of what you got with Pharah and her Possessed skin. The fluorescent purple glow removes any form of stealth that Pharah could have claimed. It's tough enough hiding when you're the character that flies across the open sky, but sticking on the Possessed skin is a bit like shouting to the enemies, hey, I'm over here, shoot me! Now, I'm not gonna complain if you want to wear the Pharah Possessed skin. I hate it when I can't find Pharah in the sky. I'd much rather target this glowing, bright, purple, zombie-headed Pharah. And last but not least is Reinhardt's Coldheart. Reinhardt is already at a bit of a disadvantage, being one of the biggest characters in the game. When you make his head glow with bright blue fire, it makes him stick out all the more. The head hitbox has a radiant blue glow to it that makes it impossible to miss when you consider just how eye-catching it is. If Reinhardt's wearing this skin, it's so much easier to find him no matter where on the battlefield he is. Plus, you're naturally drawn to shooting his head. A lot of the skins on this list have made the respective heroes increasingly visible, but the Coldheart skin takes things to another level. Do you know why Frank Castle of the Punisher series put a big white skull on his chest? It's so that bad guys would shoot him in the chest where he's wearing body armor, not in the head where he's not. This is something that Coldheart Reinhardt completely ignores. Alright, those were some skins that give you a disadvantage in Overwatch. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any others that you think give you a disadvantage, and let us know why. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to TGN and enable those notifications. I'm Moxus, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.